Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving on Kingston Spring Road. We're going to be driving from Manor Park to Halfway Tree. Now, when driving on Kingston Spring Road, you're going to notice a few things. One, it has a lot of plazas. On the left is Upper Manor Park Plaza, and then as we pass the gas station, that's Lower Manor Park Plaza. And these plazas do extremely well. And you're going to notice another thing, a lot of schools on this road. But you're also going to notice how nice the road looks. This road was recently renovated. As you can see, it's now 4 lanes, a dual carriageway. It has the white lines, and you might say to yourself, but doesn't every road have a white line? Unfortunately not. Many other roads in Jamaica don't have the white line, or if they have the white line, it's faded. And it has nice signage. It has some very nice stoplights. They help with the flow of traffic a great deal. So this road was recently renovated, and we have to say well done to the government for renovating this road. Just to give you an example, to drive from Halfway Tree up to this point in Manor Park on a Friday before the road was renovated could take up to 2 hours. 2 hours. But now that they've renovated the road, it's a 20-minute drive, because you see these concrete barricades, you can't cut across the road blocking up the traffic to turn. That's why they have these concrete barricades. Unfortunately, Jamaica has some very indisciplined drivers. It's like you do whatever you want on the road and there's no consequence. There was a time you used to get a ticket. I don't even know if that happens anymore. But nonetheless, they're putting these concrete barricades so you can only turn at, say, a spot like this now where there's a stoplight. So it has helped a great deal. And they're putting a lot more stoplights. And because the road is now 4 lanes, 2 on each side, the traffic moves much freer. So you can get from Halfway Tree to Manor Park on a Friday afternoon in about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, versus the 2 hours it would take before. So I have to say, I don't know which government built this road, but job well done. That's what Jamaica needs. Infrastructure put in like this that will help the country grow. Okay, on the left now is the entrance to Immaculate Conception High School, which is the #1 school in Jamaica. And they have a ranking that comes out every year, and they rank them based on the CXC passes. They call it CSEC now, I think. Yeah, CSEC. And the school that gets the most passes, or they have a system where the most, I think the school that does the best in that exam is the #1 school, and then they come down the ranking based on those passes. Okay, on the left now is the True Valley Town Center. Very popular mall in Jamaica, does extremely well. It's very new. Very nicely put together. Also on Kingston Spring Road, you're going to find every bank in Jamaica has a branch on Kingston Spring Road. Every major bank. So we're straight coming up to the BNS and the NCB on the left. And as we drive along, I'll point out the other banks. Okay, you see this bus? This is not a bus stop, you know. And look at that, the bus just stopped in the road. This is not a bus stop. And as I said, people just do whatever they want. There are no consequences. Alright, we're coming up to an area now called Mary Brown's Corner. If we turn right at this intersection, we go on to Mannington Road. On the left is a apartment complex called Oaklands. Very nice complex. It's huge in there. They have about 12 towers. That's where the apartments are. And then they have townhouses in there as well. Very nice complex. Jamaica actually needs more developments like this, but the problem is to find the land. It's because it's very large. This was built probably about 20 years ago. This is the entrance here on the left. Alright, at this intersection now, if we turn left, we go onto Shortwood Road, and that will take us into the Grand Spen area and Barbican. If we turn right, we'll go onto Central Avenue, and that will lead us out to Washington Boulevard. Okay, look at this car now. They've literally parked on the sidewalk and on the main road. Now, you're telling me that police don't drive on this road and see something like that? So where are the pedestrians to walk when the people block the sidewalk like that? Okay, look at this car going to park up here now. I always thought that the sidewalk was for people to walk. Why? I mean, it's so ridiculous. They're now blocking the sidewalk so that people can't park. Can't. I don't know. And then look down here. You have even more cars parked. At least this truck left a little space for the pedestrians to squeeze by. This kind of thing is not supposed to happen, and it never used to happen. I don't know, all of a sudden the indiscipline just gets out of hand. Okay, now this one, the car just stops in the road. I think they put on the flashers, but the car just stops in the road. I wouldn't even some things you just have to see to believe. That car just stopped in the road. Unbelievable. Alright, so this intersection now is Dunrobin Avenue. You turn right, you go onto Dunrobin, and that takes you onto Washington Boulevard and then Mandela Highway, and that's probably the most popular route for persons leaving the city and heading out of Kingston. I think Jamaica needs a wrecker service. They used to have wreckers that drive around, but I don't see them anymore. And you used to see all these motorbike policemen that I don't see them anymore. They would give you tickets. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with this ticket system. Maybe it's a case where they just accept that this is how it is. So I really don't know, but the indiscipline, it's getting from bad to worse. Alright, on the left is King's Plaza. Now, as we drive from this point to Halfway Tree, every building, or on the left, every structure you're going to see is a plaza. On the right, you have a lot of plazas, but you have a few buildings. But on the left, every building is a plaza. And these plazas do extremely well because they're so close to Halfway Tree. And Halfway Tree is the busiest place in Jamaica. You have up to 250,000 people a day using Halfway Tree. The Halfway Tree Transport Center is also in Halfway Tree. Today is a Saturday, so this is Halfway Tree now. The area is not as busy as it would be during the week. Okay, straight ahead where you see the white arch, that's the Halfway Tree Transport Center, and it's probably the largest bus park in Jamaica. And it's definitely the most used. Very nicely done by the government. I don't know which government built it, but whichever one did, it was an excellent project. It was well needed. And they didn't just build a building to park the buses. If you look at the architectural design, it was well done. You have to give the government credit. Oh gosh. Now this car is reversing onto the main road. As I said, some things you just have to see to believe. Of course, it's a taxi, but it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Straight ahead, that's the NCB branch, and then beside it is the clock. That's the Halfway Tree clock, and it's a very historic clock because it has been there for hundreds of years. Of course, it doesn't work anymore. It was restored the other day and it was working, and then it caught on fire, and then it hasn't been restored since. But it's historic from the days of when Jamaica was a colony of the English. Every major town in Jamaica had a clock similar to this, the one that you see now straight ahead. And Halfway Tree is the capital of the parish of St. Andrew. And at this intersection where the stoplight is, we are on Constant Spring Road. If we go straight across the light, we go into Halfway Tree Road. On the left is Hope Road, and on the right is Hagley Park Road. So this is a major intersection in Jamaica. However, it's not the busiest intersection in Jamaica. It's probably one of the busiest, but it's not the busiest. The busiest intersection in Jamaica is the intersection of Hagley Park Road with Spanish Town Road. And it's so busy that the only double overpass in Jamaica is built at that intersection. So if you're on Hagley Park Road, you can use the lower overpass and continue. You don't have to stop at the stoplight. Hagley Park Road is the top one and Spanish Town Road is the lower one. And then you have the ground level, which is the original road, and that intersection has a stoplight. Alright, so this is Halfway Tree. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.